This is the Landry Football with Chris Landry. Quick fix on Radio Influence.
We've had a good interaction with some fans talking about paying student athletes, and we've had a really good emailer that has put forth some well-thought ideas and questions in relation to Tuesday's podcast and how we look at the whole process of paying athletes and the money that's available to it. And he brings up some good points that I want to address for him and for the other listeners out there. And he talks a little bit about the importance of players, and the games wouldn't happen without the players. And that's absolutely true. Of course, they wouldn't happen without the universities that they represent as well. Certainly, I do believe that there needs to be an increase in the stipend, but I think that there's some other things that I neglected to bring up and didn't do a very good job in the last podcast of going into as much detail as I have in the past. So I want to take the time to kind of go over it again and talk about the things that I think could be improved as far as making the student athletes' time on campus more comfortable. I believe that they provide a service and they work for the university. And in addition to their scholarship, I think what they do brings enough attention to the university and enough positive vibe and marketing to the university that it should provide not only a scholarship, which is worth an awful lot, but it should also provide them more money to be able to live comfortably. I don't believe they should be paid and should be paid money for their services, but I think the stipend should be equal. And I also believe, and I've said this before in the past, it was about 3 or 4 years ago when I've spent some time going over this, and I do believe that for players, particularly ones that have great marketing abilities with their skills, I do believe that taking a fund that is generated from likeness of players should be put in a fund and split 3 ways. 1, to the school. Without the school, you don't have anything that you're representing. 2, I think it should go into a fund to help student athletes who are struggling with medical issues as a result of being involved with student activity playing. We talk about it a lot at the NFL level, but we don't talk about it enough at the college level. So I think money should be put into a fund there. And I think there is a fund that should be put for the player upon their graduation at the school. And I think that it could be worked to where the longer you stay at the school, the more money you receive. I think coming in for the one-and-done basketball guys or the redshirt sophomores in college football that leave early, you get less money because you didn't stay there longer. I think that's only fair. You stay there full 4 years, you get more money. Money that's put in and invested for you for your future. I think those things are on top of what I mentioned the other day in terms of making sure that all of their clothing and housing needs are very well taken care of. In addition, obviously, to the best nutrition. If we're going to develop these players as coaches, we certainly need to do the best in terms of the nutrition in areas.
Chris Landry brings you Landry Football every week on Apple Podcast, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, Google Play, and of course, RadioInfluence.com.